phones, Babylons can't crack the code.
There's a lot of avid college football fans out there that keep up with college football recruiting constantly. They keep up with the players, they keep up with the rumors, they keep up with the visits, they keep up with everything. And a lot of people really like to keep up with are the guys that were ranked highly in the beginning of their recruiting process, such as when they were sophomores to the end of their senior year, and keeping track of their progress as a player and their ranking and seeing where they go to school. But every class, there is always a bunch of recruits that skyrocket through the rankings from their original ranking and become a top player in the nation when it's all said and done. This is B. Kelly, back again with another banger video, and in today's video, y'all, I'm going to be talking about 5 prospects from the class of 2022 who started off as lower rated recruits and skyrocketed into a top rated player by the time it is all said and done. Before I move on with the video, remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, as we are on the road to 10K. Now let's get into it. The first player I am going to be talking about in today's video comes from the state of Georgia. That is 4-star recruit, number 51 player in the nation, top 10 receiver, Isaiah Bond. When Isaiah first cracked into the rankings of the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings, he was not the most highly touted player. In February of 2021, after his junior season, in the offseason, he started off with a ranking of 1008. He was someone whose recruitment was really starting to pick up, and somebody that was really starting to climb the ranks fast, as right before his senior season was about to start, he was already a top 200 player in the nation. In the middle of his senior season, he would crack into the top 100 and crack in at the 85th spot for the rankings. And in the latest rankings update, Isaiah Bond is currently the number 51 player in the nation. Bond was originally committed to Florida, but in November of his senior year, the 2021 season, he would end up decommitting, and he would start to get more offers, and he would eventually commit and sign with Alabama. This is a really big get, and the things that Isaiah Bond brings to the table is he is a reliable receiver. He has A1 speed, he's explosive, versatile, and really athletic, and has a lot of potential. On to the next player, we have quarterback from Utah, Devin Brown. According to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings, he's a 4-star recruit, ranks as the 42nd player in the nation, the number 6 quarterback, and the number 1 player out of the state of Utah. Devin Brown would crack into the rankings in the beginning of his junior year in 2020. He would start off with a ranking of 446, and he would be a consistent riser through the rankings, ending all the way as a top quarterback in the nation and the 42nd best player at that. He would have a total of 16 offers in high school, and a player comparison that he had was Sam Darnold. He would end up originally committing to USC, but when USC had a change of staff and Coach Helton got fired, Devin Brown would end up decommitting from USC and opening back up his recruitment, where he would end up at Ohio State. Brown has a lot of potential, and he could possibly even be the future starting quarterback for Ohio State once CJ Stroud is gone. With this next player, we have Robert Spears Jennings, who currently ranks as the 129th best player in the nation, the number 11 safety, and the number 4 player from the state of Oklahoma. Out of everyone in this video today, Robert Spears Jennings was the lowest ranked guy to start it off, and he climbed the rankings the latest, but once he climbed the rankings, he was climbing them fast to be a top safety in the nation right now, and rightfully so. His low was 1,098 at one point, and that was on 4/28/21 according to 24/7 Sports. He would eventually commit to Oklahoma, and he started to get some eyes on him. And his offer to Oklahoma is actually an interesting story, as he got an offer from them after a one-on-one workout with the coaches. There's not many players that have climbed their rankings as fast as him and the way that he did. He is a very good player after all, and he does have some pretty dang good size, and he has a frame that can build even more. He won the fastest player award at the Under Armour All-American game, and he completely showed out there, and that made him have an even bigger bump in his rankings, because the guy at the All-American game just balled out with some of the top players in the nation that are seen as, well, future stars of college football. He is someone that has a lot of upside and honestly could be a day one player for Oklahoma in the 2022 college football season. He has the size and he can build on even more size. He has the speed, he's a good tackler, and he has natural ball instincts that you want in a defensive back. With this next player, we have the only 5-star in the video, Jihad Campbell, who ranks as the 21st best player in the nation, the number 2 edge rusher, and the number 3 player from the state of Florida. When Jihad first broke out on the rankings, he ranked outside of the top 500 as the 507th best player in the nation. Once 2021 came by, when he was finally done with his junior season, he cracked into the top 400 and was ranked as the 388th best player. He would steadily rise through the rankings and start to make a name for himself as a top player, especially in his position, all the way to the point where he ended up being a 5-star recruit, the number 21st player in the nation, and the number 2 player in his position. Campbell is a very good player. He has great closing speed, he has good pursuit, he has a quick first step, and he is very athletic. Some have even compared him to Micah Parsons in his player evaluations. He was a very highly touted player with 32 total offers. He was originally committed to Clemson, but once Brent Venables left for Oklahoma, he would end up decommitting from Clemson and he would end up at Alabama. On to the final player for the video today. We have one of the best athletes in the nation from the state of Kansas, the number 1 player in the state of Kansas, 4-star, 154th best player in the nation, and number 6 athlete, Jaren Kanak. When he first cracked into the rankings, he would start off as the 566th best player in the nation, and he dropped all the way till as low as 625. But he would steadily rise to the rankings as he was someone that had a lot of potential and great size, and even better speed for someone with his size. He would rise all the way from that 625th ranking in February of 2021 to present day to the 154th best player in the nation right now. He's a very explosive player with a lot of potential. He has great size for a linebacker, which is the position he will be playing in college. He has even greater speed. He runs a reported 4.4 40-yard dash, and he might be one of the strongest players coming out of high school in the nation right now. In high school, Jaren Kanak had a total of 34 offers, and he's expected to play linebacker at the next level, so it was no surprise that he committed to Clemson to go join a Brent Venables defense, where Brent Venables literally breeds linebacker stars. Well, Brent Venables would eventually leave Clemson and become the next head coach of Oklahoma, and well, Jaren Kanak would end up decommitting from Clemson, and he's the only player that decommitted from Clemson that would end up at Oklahoma because Dabo Swinney would allow it. Well guys, if you made it this far in the video, drop something down in the comments below who I missed, and before you head out, remember to smash that like button, turn on those post notifications, and subscribe for more videos. Be Kelly out.